Hey guys, this is Loot Wizard with another video on Gems of War, and in this one I'm still battling in the Tower of Doom, and I have a different team going on here. Well, not an entirely different team, I'm using a different weapon, and the battle is a little bit slower, but this weapon right here, the Staff of Visions, and is fully upgraded, which is very important to how powerful it currently is. But it starts out with like 25 here. Give an ally like 24, 25 to a random skill, then give them barrier and 3 to 15 mana. Now it only takes 12 mana, so sometimes when you cast it on yourself, it gives you full mana, so you can cast it on itself again. So after about 10 casts, what I've done is it's doubled its magic to 636, which is crazy. So right now I'm at 875 attack, and I have a lot of health there, a little bit of armor. But the one of the awesome things about this is that this weapon actually enchants itself, and it has barrier down here. It says it gives itself barrier. So every time you cast it on yourself, it's going to be enchanting itself, giving itself a mana and a barrier, and then it's going to add a certain amount to a skill, and if it adds a certain amount of skill to its magic, then it will increase itself like this. And the only thing that can really take it out, because it can't bless itself, the only thing that can really take it out is what am I thinking? Come on, brain. Death Mark. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the only thing that can really take it out is Death Mark. So like I said, it's a little slower than Mang, because obviously it takes a little bit of randomness and casting on itself in order to get it to this high of an attack. But in this current team, what I have here also is this troop, Queen Isabel, which adds, what it does is it deals damage to the first enemy equal to an ally's attack. Then it gives them attack. Then it gives also 3 to 8 mana to all allies. So with those in there, it really is powerful, and now I can basically one-hit all of these enemies now that my attack is this high. So if we cast this and we use this, boom, one hit. Now Deathmark got my other troop down there, and that's okay, because all I need to do is once the other queen down here gets fully up, then I will be able to destroy that next one. So if I cast this on myself, see right there, it added that much to my health. And the great thing about it is that it cleanses itself when it's cast. So what I was having trouble with is this entangle trait on this enemy here, and it kept entangling my Mang, and it kept really destroying me. So I had to figure out something different, and I decided to try this weapon, and it's working out really good. The battle's a little bit longer than normally it would be, because you have to keep casting it on yourself to get lucky with which random trait that it increases. Yeah, the only problem here too is that the Doom troop here has Death Mark, so but the other thing here that's great, I did mention that Deathmark was the only thing that could take it out, but I'm using a fully leveled Titan class. So, the last trait here on the fully leveled Titan class is Fortitude, which gives me immunity to Stun, Poison, Disease, and Deathmark, and Devour. So this weapon in combination with a fully leveled Titan is really unstoppable. There's no way that they can Deathmark me or even Devour me. It's absolutely a brilliant weapon. It's probably one of the most underrated weapons in the game, honestly, because not too many people use it. Okay, so I'm looking at, let's just wait here until this gets up, and we'll cast it on ourselves again. Cleared off that entangle because it cleanses itself. And now we just have to pretty much wait for a a skull match, or in next turn, if this doesn't die from a death mark, I'll actually be able to use this to destroy that enemy troop. So I can either cast this on myself, which is going to be kind of useless because I'm already at like max stats. So we can choose one of these to cleanse and increase a skill. I'm going to use it on Queen here because I really need her up. And see, it gave her 686 attack. It's crazy. Now the problem is that that's entangled. We gotta wait for that. Let's go ahead and use this. There we go. Now cast it on herself again. We had a skull match there. That was beautiful. And then we're just gonna use the Queen here to use the attack and to crush that Doom. There we go. Yeah, so I just defeated that Doom room. Let's go take a look at the weapon closer here. Weapon, and it's purple, all colors, apply. I should have done rarity too. There we go. Alright, so Staff of Visions. If we go to upgrade weapon, we can see all of its upgrades. And what we have here is when it's fully upgraded, and you can upgrade it with getting these mythic ingots, and that's one of the reasons why you want to farm delves, is because they give you a lot of those legendary and mythic ingots, which will allow you to increase your or upgrade your weapons. So that's very important. Once you have enough mythic ingots, it's to upgrade this weapon here. What does it get? It gets well, it gets the basic attack, life, magic bonuses early on. Then it gets a bonus here to destroy a random purple gem, which will add 1 mana to it every time it's cast. Lucky, gain 2 to a random skill, so that's a little bonus there that happens. And then curing, it cleanses itself. Now see, that's really important because if you get entangled or if you get any of those other status effects on you, it will cleanse itself. Now, the one thing that it's not immune to, which I didn't mention earlier, I actually forgot about it. The one thing that it's not immune to, even with a fully leveled Titan, is silence. So silence could definitely be something that would kill this weapon. But there isn't really a whole lot of weapons in the game that are used a lot that focus on silence. But definitely if you encounter that with this weapon, you will get destroyed. So that's its probably one weakness. But here at the top too, when it's fully upgraded, level 10, enchant myself. So it will enchant itself every time you cast it, which you're gonna just be getting a lot of mana. You're gonna be able to cast this thing on itself almost repeatedly because it's gonna give itself 3 to 15 mana, and then it will enchant itself. And if you use a banner that has a double purple, I mean, it's a low mana cost for only 12, so you're going to be able to fill this thing up really quickly. Again, you can choose a different class, whatever class that you want. Like here, we could go in, we could change. I'm at a totally different screen. Here we go, class. So, you know, one class that I really haven't leveled much, which I probably should in the future, which might work pretty good with this, is the Sorcerer class, because in its traits it has a 50% chance to gain 1 magic every turn, so that would be, plus it has a gain bonus of purple mana within its traits. I think there is something in its talent tree too where it can increase purple, I'm not sure. Well, it does have Tree of Knowledge too, which is enchanting on green, which is also something that would be pretty good. But yeah, as far as its magic bonus, this also boosts the by 5 magic there for purple, but that really isn't going to help a whole lot considering that the whole purpose of the weapon is to increase your skills anyway. So the classes that I would probably choose to use with this weapon is any of the classes that gain barrier when matching brown, just because there might be a case where you might, let's say you do get silenced, you can still collect mana. And if you're using one of these classes like Rune Priest, the Sentinel class, or the Titan class that has Rock Solid, and you match brown gems, it'll actually give your hero barrier if it's silenced, and that'll allow you to survive until it becomes unsilenced. So there's that. But yeah, it's a great weapon. Works really good in certain situations, like I just used it for that Doom boss room. So yeah, oh yeah, how do you get the weapon? I should cover that, right? So this weapon isn't something that comes from a special event. You will be happy, I'm sure, to find that out. So you don't have to wait months, a year, and hopefully you get lucky to get one of these weird weapons that they release and that's only available for a week and you can't get it again. This weapon isn't like that. It's actually a weapon that is for one of the classes. I believe it is the what class is it? It's the Oracle class, I believe. Here, if we go in here and we look at this, yep, it's the Staff of Visions weapon that's available for this class. So in order to unlock this weapon, all you have to do is equip this class and then get 250 wins, and then you'll get the weapon in your mail in game. So yeah, it's a weapon that anyone can access, and it's probably one of the most underrated weapons for survivability and for even attack, because it can increase its attack damage so high. So there you go, guys. That's a video on that weapon, and thanks for watching. Later.